Joining us with more is the mayor of Vaughan, Mayor Mauricio Bevilacqua. Mayor, thanks so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, Cristina.
Mayor, is York Region on the brink of lockdown?
I think you heard from Dr. Kurji. He feels right now that all the modeling that we have done and basically the state of affairs here in York Region, he feels that we can stay in the red control zone. Our inspections have gone exceptionally well. The vast majority of businesses and individuals are adhering to the rules and regulations of COVID-19 protocols. This is very important. The contact tracing is also going well here, and we have public health capacity here in the city of Vaughan and in indeed York Region that gives confidence to Dr. Kurji that, in fact, we can stay in the red control zone area. Of course, what Dr. Kurji analyzes is the data that is within the geographical area of York Region. Our public health capacity may actually be affected if, in fact, the public health capacity of the City of Toronto and Peel is adversely affected, which means that people from Peel and Toronto may need to access our hospitals and healthcare system. That is something that is not part and parcel of the decision. That is the reason why we make our recommendations to the provincial table, who have all the other statistics, facts, and figures of our surrounding areas. Having said that, Cristina, at the end of the day, this is a good time for everyone to be mindful of personal responsibility as it relates to COVID-19. And let's also stick to some basic values. That means that let's all collectively try to reduce the transmission of COVID-19 by being responsible.
Now, Mayor, what I'm going to ask you here is not entirely unique to the city of Vaughan, but there are people who live in the city of Vaughan who then work in Toronto or in Brampton or in Mississauga, areas that are under lockdown. So they live here, make use of some of the services here, the personal services, visit the stores, then maybe go to work or, for example, I mean, our newsroom is open. There are some places, hospitals, essential services that are open. So they work in one place, live in the other. Does that concern you?
Well, it's always, you got to, through COVID-19, the pandemic, I've always said, look, there are some very basic principles that you have to adhere to, and that is making sure that you follow the rules and regulations and protocols of COVID-19, and you have to make responsible decisions. You're not going to stop people from working from Toronto coming into the city of Vaughan. For example, you probably know that we're net importers of jobs. More people come and work here in the city of Vaughan than actually go elsewhere from the city of Vaughan. So we have felt that, and you saw in some of the issues that occurred last week, where most of the people that were affected by COVID-19 were not from the city of Vaughan. The vast majority who were working here in the city of Vaughan were from other areas. So I think, people need to be responsible and people need to adhere to the rules. That is the only way to get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Mayor Mauricio Bevilacqua, the mayor of the city of Vaughan, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cristina. Stay safe.
You as well, Mayor. Just to wrap things up, the city of Vaughan remains in what is known as the red zone. That is the zone just before lockdown. And as the mayor noted, the medical officer of health for York Region, Dr. Kurji, is satisfied with the measures he has put in place, or what he calls Red Zone Plus, which is the red zone with some additional measures that he's implemented based on his abilities and his powers as the region's medical officer of health. Back to you.
Thank you, Cristina. Cristina Tenaglia.